ask those questions, be respectful at all times. With respect to my haters, keep hating. Um, for the ones that wanted me to come on today, I'm here. Whoever this is, let me see. I see a lot of folk coming up in here. Um, guess who? Well, we ain't gonna have to guess. We ain't gonna have to guess who, because you are you are now blocked. When you come back with a profile picture, you're welcome. Okay. Good, grace of life. But I am here, y'all. Posted up. All the people that wanted me to come out here, I'm here. I'm telling y'all, check them game systems, check them apps. I see this, trying to see what's going on. Check them game systems, apps, and them little ones and them young adults. Uh, More specifically, Grinder. That's a Rainbow app. You want to make sure it ain't on the little one's phone. Hey, hi from UK. Hello, how you doing, Leslie? Welcome, 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 y'all. And occasionally I had been sick, y'all. Woo! I went through it. It's 105. I see we got UK in the house, in the room, however they want to say it. They here. Yep. Welcome everybody over here. I see it's a whole lot of y'all coming in. He said, "All good, okay, all good here." Thanks. Yep. That's. Yep. I like to hear that. I will be shortly here, not long. I'll be putting up the second part of my live with all the PDFs, all the information, all the charges and all that type of stuff, so you guys will be able to see. Hey, thanks for the follow. And that way we got that taken care of. I'm still out here searching for mine. As a matter of fact, sometime today, um, my investigators, they in the room as well. Um, we'll be getting together and I'll be getting an update, try to figure out what all we got to do. And going forward, look for mine. And again, y'all, you don't want to experience that. So make sure, no matter what, that you guys go through the little ones' phones. Make sure that app, more specifically Grinder, which is a Rainbow app, is not on their phone. We have had viewers come on, and after watching it live, they have discovered that on the little one's phone. These game systems, Fortnite, Roblox, definitely know who they're talking to on there, because these PDFs go on there and pose as young adults for the purposes of learning and, trying to groom, in which, again, there's a lot of that grooming going on in and around Dallas, Dallas County, and, those are teachers and stuff like that. Again, like I tell you guys, it doesn't matter about our occupation, age, or race. This is very much going on everywhere. You guys got to be aware of all these things. Be aware of that. Take that extra step. Check and see. We have viewers come on. One father, I told y'all before, talk to him again. He is from South Dallas, and his son been missing over 10 years. He went to jail several times. Him and the police don't get along like that. And they put you through stuff. So I get it. But going forward, he has spent everything that he have had, his whole life savings looking for his son. And right now, today, he's still searching. But watching the live, he decided, hey, wait a minute. He went through his grandkid's phone and found that app. Yep, Grinder on one of the grandkids' phone. And as he destroyed that phone, he was explaining why he was doing it. And so his grandkid told him that they thought they had been being followed. Yep, it don't matter if you're in a little town or not. They everywhere. I'm telling you guys, this is real. There's these things out here. And so it takes us, just like I told you guys, I'm out here, I'm on front line for the little ones. That's what I represent. And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm telling you, we got to band together, because there's no justice. It's just us. The police don't really care. I'm telling you guys, I've been through with them. We've been around and around. That's why I end up subsequently hiring private investigators. I've been to every shelter within these areas searching, and I couldn't get information. Private investigators obviously can. Hey, I really, yep, I really definitely want real life here. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. And these most of the ones, the PDFs down here, y'all, if you've been following me, you already know. They know who I am. They know I'm posted up, and I'm coming. You know, bar none. Despite being threatened repeatedly, even when I was off here for a few days, still being threatened. I'm not worried about that. Come on, okay. Um, that is not going to deter me from exposing. They ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till I put this long list of information up here pertaining to these PDFs. You know, you guys might, a lot of you guys may recognize some of them. Because it's all types of people. It's just you never can tell. And folks are something else. But I'm out here to make it do what it do, and I'm gonna make sure I let you guys know what's going on as you come with me. Somebody asked me about the tunnels I have been in. Well, I had an officer tell me about those tunnels, y'all. And I've been in them if you've been following the live, I've been in the one downtown Dallas. Also, Webb Chapel Road by the cemetery, I've been in that tunnel. There's hundreds of people underneath there. Each one I went approximately, I don't know, a half mile in. And like I said, unfortunately, the light on the phone did no justice there. And I lost signal. I'm going back in those tunnels. I want to know who all is in them tunnels because there's hundreds of people in each one. So that may be a large piece of the puzzle because it is a lot of young adults and little ones come up missing in and around Dallas. Somebody got to do it. And why not? It's me. I'm coming. As I'm looking for mine, I'm coming. So if anybody have any questions, concerns, complaints, feel free to put it up here. Be respectful at all times, y'all. You want to jump up in the box? Let me know. Request up. We'll get you up in the box. As you guys know, I don't have any moderators, so try to do what I do. Hey, best I could. As y'all know, I'm still in the area where they tried to blow me up at. As y'all remember that, we were live and they set the booby trap over here for me. Here I am. Yeah, I'm over here. Definitely over here. So people will go through the extent to try to conceal the things that they doing, which is out here, tracking these phones. If I can go back to what I know now, my son would be here. You know what I mean? Man, when you don't know something, I'm telling you, it makes a difference to have that knowledge and know what's going on because there is so many people that come up missing. Let me see here. I don't know who that is here, but let me check that out. Yep. Yeah, it's one of them things you don't know. A parent or adult, you out there, you going to go to work or whatever, you got everyday life. Whereas I seen a little girl had to be no more than 3 or 4 years old with a phone. My whole thing is, okay, I understand you give the little ones a phone, even if you just give them yours for a moment, whatever, to keep them busy while you're doing other stuff. You got to know what's going on with it, though. You got to know who they talking to, what they really doing on those phones. Look at this thing here, y'all. You see, this is what they do. This is one of their signs right here. Remember I told y'all, flashing lights, the bright lights on. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Okay? That ain't by accident. That's the things. That ain't by accident. So that's what I be trying to tell y'all. Okay, so sorry about that, folks. But y'all already know me and this phone, we really don't get along like that. And wow. So I'm back. I'm back. I am definitely back. Oh, before I forget, I make a note when folks send me like messages for like coming to their community like I used to do. I have a host of whole list of communities that folks want me to come to. Make no mistake, I will be there. Um, I have been dealing with, we got a car issue. I have not resolved that at this point. I wish I knew a mechanic and somebody to jump on board with me to get that thing fixed because all the other expenses have drowned me. But it needs brake pads. Importantly, I think, is the thermostat. If the thermostat was changed, then hey, I'd be rolling. I'm telling you, I'd be gone. We'd be everywhere. But at this point, I'm unable to do that. There is a link in the bio. If anybody want to utilize that, feel free. Definitely appreciate it as always. But I don't have people to go to the bio. So, but I do this for free, you guys, and I tell you what, I couldn't think of doing anything differently. Um, Being able to share awareness, have people confirm, hey, I checked mine and that I saw that. That's what the whole. Uh, that is the goal. That is the goal. People become, aware. That is the reward for me. TikTok has taken over 3 million likes from me. I don't care. I'm not trying to be a TikTok celebrity. I don't care about any of that, and I continue to say that. I've had people come and send me messages talking about their TikTok agents or whatever. I'm not on here for that. I'm on here to strictly bring awareness about things that I didn't know, so we can save one of the little ones and bring that awareness. So I'm content with that. So they can take all the likes they want. I could care less. You know, um, hey, do what they do. But it's kind of crazy that I think that the people that's on here trying to do this um, as a career or however influencer or whatever they call it, and TikTok just start taking people likes. I think that right there would be an issue if they try to utilize this as a source of income. I don't see how they'll be able to, I don't know, maybe because I don't know too much about it. But that seems to be something that's wrong to me. Again, like I say, who am I? But going forward, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We definitely out here. As you'll be seeing these cars, I just showed you one of them has its own. Most of these PDFs, they got a lot of little, y'all remember, I call it props. The dog, bring out the dog. They get backpacks and act like they hiking or whatever. All those are props. We have seen it. We have bought it to them. The ones that track their way to the phone that's in my car that belong to my son, I definitely confront them when they continue to do it. Behind the scenes, as I had explained before, there's a lot of work. I keep a record of all plates, make models of vehicles. Uh, you know, Occasionally I get a face on here. Most of the folks here in Texas got tinted windows, and the PDLs love that because they feel that that's camouflage for them. But we do what we do. And as they track, I keep up with dates and times and places. More specifically, I'm on a property right now that's private property and with permission. And so you continue to track me. As y'all seen when we went to Irving, went over here to Richardson. The same ones would track their way, follow the phone. Someone came on here, they said, how did he put that PDF rule or something like that, US, or, stop with the shenanigans. Don't come up in here with that. We have zero tolerance in here. I may not know a lot about how all this work with the platform, but I do know how to block people. I could do that well. So that's not a problem. Be respectful when you come in. If you're a PDF, just know, put it on your calendar. It's coming for me to be able to, when you never know where I'm going to be at. When you track to me, just know I'm going to expose you, for the world to see what you really are. So that's what it's about. And bringing awareness to them games, game system, Roblox, Fortnite. Hey, folks, this is real out here. A lot of people take it for granted until it happens to them. Why take that risk with your little one? You know, that's the whole thing that I look at. That's a heck of a risk. Uh, a lot of other people sent me messages. I had touched on a little bit about uh, people buying these food stamps, these stores buying food stamps, stuff like that, depriving the little ones of being able to have a nutritional meal. Well, guess what? I'll be coming to some of these stores and the ones that's buying the food stamps from these people. Uh, you know, hey, I will be exposing you, and I will be campaigning for the state to definitely revoke whatever license you have, and definitely the one that allows you to accept EBT. The little ones deserve more than just noodles. Um, you know, and the ones that are selling the food stamps, you should be ashamed of yourself that you would do a child like that. You know, I within reason, you got some folks that legitimately have issues. You know, if you have a, I got a, if you have a blank profile, get out of my room because I'm gonna block you. And that's another thing that I have zero tolerance on, and simple as that get. But yeah, folks, this is real out here. Anybody have any questions, concerns, or comments? Or complaints? Go ahead and put it up there in the comments. Be respectful at all times, and if you want to request up, go ahead and do so. We get you up in the box, ask your questions from there. Um, you know, but for the time being, we out here. I'm still out here looking around, y'all. So again, like I say, let's be more vigilant. There's a lot of grooming going on out here in the world, and more specifically, Dallas, Texas, surrounding counties. You want to make sure that you know what's going on. You know, it's just on the news. I don't know if the ones that's here in Texas, more specifically around Dallas, they had a teacher in special ed. Um, this guy here has been grooming, um, abusing the kids for a while. And so now, finally, they're arrested. I want to know why they didn't do that in the beginning when they first got the complaints. Come to find out, he had changed his name. He was from another area, whereas he was doing the same thing. He was acquitted, and they allowed him to become a teacher again. Make it make sense. You make it make sense. I don't know who this is here. Again, when I mentioned Okay, so let me see. You get rid of that right there. For the ones that just came in, welcome. If you have a blank profile, get out my room. Okay. Otherwise, I'm getting ready to block you. I don't do that. I don't do that. Too many people coming here playing. I'm not out here in this hot, in this heat to be playing. I'm out here to bring awareness. I'm very serious about what I believe in. People need to know what's going on, and that's why I'm out here. I don't see anybody else out here outside of Victor over here behind me, out here with me, you know. So therefore, you know what I mean, be respectful. If you want to become aware of what's going on, that's what it's about. Other than that, other folks, welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This camera is turned this way because the PDFs, they got many little tricks or shenanigans. They slither around. They'll put on their hazards, bright lights. They use props such as backpacks, act like they park other places and come walking. They trying to come to the car where my son's phone is at. As the ones that have been following live, you know what it is. Um, it's sad. Let me see here. What is that right there? Let me see. And it's sad that people go through great length to go out here and abuse and stalk these kids like that. But let me see. I got so much I wanted to say since folks was asking me to come on. Again, it's just a lot that is going on. People take for granted. This is real out here. If you look at the statistics for people coming up missing around here in Dallas, more specifically, in the surrounding counties, it is at an all-time high, and you don't see it on the news. Every once in a while, you get an alert on your phone, an Amber Alert, but you know what? Come on, stop with that, because this stuff should be on the news every day, all day. Somebody, little ones and young adults coming up missing here. Now, I'm just going to say I believe that a lot of the ones in selected positions, whether it's law enforcement, whether it may be politicians, but I believe they cover one another, and I believe somebody has to know what's going on. You know what I mean? Somebody know what's going on. This thing here just made a U-turn right here in the street, middle of the street, right here, as you see it. That's them things. That be them things, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all know the ones I'm talking about, them things. Let me see. Going forward. But again, if anybody have any questions, concerns, complaints, comments, whatever, put it up in the box. Put it up in the comment section. Be respectful. We have zero tolerance in here. If you want to request up in the box, feel free to do so. We get you up there, ask your questions from there. And, everything works out. If you have a blank profile, unfortunately, you will be blocked. I don't do that one. As y'all seen, the stream is is worldwide. It is global. So you seen UK in the room earlier. I don't know if UK is still in the room. Leslie from UK. You know what? that has been she has been interactive. Um, I don't see anybody else being that interactive. You coming in the room, I'm welcoming everybody. Nobody else has said anything. And I'm just thinking, when you come in the room, speak to the host speak to you, and you go from there. Welcome everybody, and if anybody else from other countries that's on here, wave your hand or something, let us know. I'm sure we got a lot of folk in the room that are definitely from within the states, within the country, and so welcome. Welcome. I don't know what the temperature is out here at this point, but I can guarantee you it is hot already. So, as y'all see, I got me a jug right here with my water in it, and it's about gone. Little ice. We just looking around, as y'all already know. Pretty soon, at night, the PDFs, especially over in Irving. Irving, Texas. Hear me. I will be back. Folks, for the ones that don't know, Irving, I go to places that people request me to come to. And so get over to Irving one morning by the Kroger gas station. It has a Shell in front of it. I go in every place I go. I let management know I am there, or the owner. Got there, I noticed immediately a host of PDFs tracking the phone that's in the car. As we addressed that, after talking to the management in Kroger, they were aware, they were curious about all them guys sitting out in their parking lot. But one of the things is that later on that evening, there was an issue. I'm telling you, they put on all black clothing, put on hoods and everything else coming through there. And when you have something like that, that lets you further know that they're doing this. Janice, unfortunately, put a profile up and you can come back in. you know, they know exactly what their intent is. They know what they're doing. So these things here, I mean, if you couldn't make it up, as you guys are with me live, as you've seen, they running through the parking lot. There was not a safe place there that some things wasn't coming to. They slithering everywhere. And so that further lets you know what you're up against, which is a whole lot of PDFs that's just running rapid over there. So overall, it's an issue, and I'll be back. I wasn't fully prepared when I went over there for that one. Oh, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. So for the folks that's in the room, let me go back here. For the folks that's in this room, tell you what, I don't know how many people that was. I see a lot of people that joined. Um, where is everybody from that's still on here? Because I don't see. I see people joining, but the only one that had acknowledged anything that said that they were from UK was Leslie. when you come in the room, you guys should know how to interact. Obviously not. I got people that's just lurking around. Nobody's saying anything. So therefore, in a few minutes, I'm gonna get off of here until we get a livelier crowd in here. You know, I've been bringing it to you guys, and you don't have any questions or anything like that. So I'm kind of wondering what the agenda is. You know what I mean? Um, just in here, and so I'm not going to continue to stand out here and nobody have any questions or anything like that. So we clear on that one. It's one of them things right here from down by the park. As y'all can see, some of y'all might remember that thing. If you've been following the live, you will. That's what they do. Can't make it up. This thing here, they only got one light on, and look at it. Look at it. Can't make it up. definitely out here. Definitely out here. Welcome in, whoever's in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For the one that's in the room, welcome chat. If you have any questions, concerns, complaints, want to share a story or something, let me know. You can jump up in the box if you request up, or you can put it up in the comments. I ask that everybody be respectful. That's for myself as well. Behind the scenes, I have haters that come in here and trollers or whatever. Hey, let me know. We'll get them up out of there. But at the same time, is that welcome in. Welcome in. It is Friday, y'all. Yep. TGIF. Imagine that. If anybody if you're unclear about this live, I mean, it speaks for itself, exposing PDFs. It's about these game systems. These PDFs is tracking phones from an app. So just, if you have any questions or anything like that, want to recap, let me know. I'll get that down. You see all these old, now you know that all these old raggedy cars don't have daytime running lights. They turn their lights on. That comes from that app, bright lights and all that old garbage. Pay attention then. If you just joined, you will learn what these things is slithering around here doing. That's for sure. Welcome, welcome. Looking around. To be clear, so even though I have a global live stream, which is worldwide, they have TikTok took over 3 million likes from me. Imagine that. I'm not on here for any type of social media gratification or TikTok statuses or anything like that. So it don't make a difference to me. But at the same time, it's a slap in the face because they constantly send me all these different stuff talking about go live, go live, go. Look here, I'm not on here. I don't work for you. I don't work for them. The ones that's on here that try to make a living or be influencers and all. I rejected all of that stuff. My reward comes from being able to save one little one. That's what it's about. But again, it's a slap in the face for them to be taking people likes and all that type of the hours even the hours. I was on here every single day from early morning up until late evening, sometime all night. My hours were even taken. I don't maybe because I don't really understand what they got going, but those are hours I put in out here. I don't get that. So if they are doing it to me, I would imagine they're doing it to other people that rely on this for like an income. You in trouble. I suggest you find another platform to go to and go that route. So that way you'll be able to receive what you actually have coming, as opposed to these people taking your likes, your hours that you put on here, your views, all that stuff. There's another one. You can't make it up. That's what they out here doing. Welcome, 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 chat. Let me see here. Them things all out here, y'all. They out here, believe me. A lot of y'all probably don't know what to look for, but them things out here. Welcome, welcome, welcome in here, y'all. Welcome, Peggy.